Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance Division 1. And this is Matchday 6. It's an interesting match day ahead of us. We have some classic matches between teams generally quite far apart in the table. We've got a potential relegation battle. We've got two teams trying to get into the top 3. It's a bit of a mix, isn't it? And I'm looking forward to getting started on these games. Taking a look at the league tables, we see some absolute quality, don't we? We see Dalgety Rangers top of the league, followed by Trumpton, North Trafford and Steelhawks. Those three really in the closing pack. Trumpton have picked up some real form in the last few games and going for it. Trafford, the surprise package. Dadji, in reality, Dadji aiming for 7th was a good pick for him. He wants to finish exactly 7th, but yeah, I think that the team is probably in the second half of the league in terms of strength, and he's doing a decent job there. We've then got Aston Ajax, who's been rampant with the goals in the last 2 games. Hat-trick for Canu with the game before, 4 for Clivert. Loco Calaveras level with them. And Team GB with Alf at the helm. Superb. His commentary last week, absolutely unbelievable. Very, very much enjoyed having Alf there. And just absolutely in stitches some of the things that he said. Tremendous. Then in the bottom half, Old Age Ballers, Roundhay and Really all on 6 points. And a bit lower down the table, Tyneside, Imaginary Madrid, Falaraki and Allenson, who are of course both off the mark and both now with 2 points in the table. So no team has lost more than 3 games out of 5, and only one team have won 4. Only one team are unbeaten. We're looking like we have a close division up ahead of us. Last time's results saw plenty of goals, a few shocks, but the OABs it was dominating there. Steve, good evening, Steve. Shout your picks live. No, I cannot think of players that are not in this league right now. I will get back on to our fantasy draft a bit later on, when I'm sure Wayne Wasilichin will get a bit of a look. Mike Savage, good evening, Mike. No sound. Yeah, headphones. Headphones are always good to have that good on there, aren't they? We have got Mr. Big Noopy here as well, Andrew Allen. I'll start off with a quick apology. This is just me tonight, and it's basically because it's been absolutely manic at work. We have got a my maths team have got a bit of a pretend fun Ofsted grilling tomorrow, so that will be good fun. So it's just me, and we'll get these games played now. We've got a few people on stream, so let's go to Allenson while Big Noopy's here. Hopefully you stay around for a while. It will all be good to know. You're playing against Tyneside, and the team for today sees Jakob H. Yule getting his debut for today. I've always been intrigued as to how he plays, an interesting set of positions, and we'll see how he gets on playing right back in today's game. Then some other stars, Jakob Borg, who is one of my favourite players because of course he's Faroese, and we'll see how they get on. But the entire team of Jacobs, and Yakubus to complete the side there with a sub-bench full of Alex's. Last time out they had a defeat to Loco Calaveras, but they have been picking up a little bit of skill and form in recent games. And Yule takes number 27 shirt. Lars Jakobsen captain. He's alongside Jakob Larsson in defence, so that'll be good to see that one going on. We now have Tyneside, who've made some changes to their lineup for today, and I do know that is one thing I haven't done for them, and I know that I haven't put the set piece takers on, so I will sort that out now. Let's get on to here and pick those, because I know absolutely that I have not done that, and I did see a picture of them. So we have got on the set pieces They're all good. They are sorted. And of course, Tyneside, also a fun concept. Mike Savage saying about Allenson, certainly a good concept we've got there. And we'll go into this game with looking at Tyneside's last match. They were destroyed and Michael Owen was sent off. Remember, Michael Owen was sent off for a dangerous challenge in his own area and giving away a penalty. So, of course, things like that are always absolutely hilarious to see. Let's get on with this game. Only 5 subs selected from Dan Hazard this week, and that's how it is. And we go into the game. So, they've kicked off, and a chance there, Andrew Cole, or Andy Cole, whichever one you want to call him. I prefer to call him Andy because that's what he was at Newcastle, and that's why I changed his name. He's doing okay at the early start. Ginola has been denied by the post, and a chance, and coming forward, Allenson under a lot of pressure. Lee Bowyer has scored the goal. It is 1-0 to Tyneside. Yule's debut after his injury layoff, of course. Yes, he was injured. Will it make the difference? It currently is making the difference because Tyneside have gone into the lead, so there is a difference between the two sides. Mike Savage asking about forwards left and right, will they work? Jonathan Woodgate has been sent off, and I will have a look and see what Dan Hazard's suggestions for substitutes are a bit later on. I don't think he's here yet. They have to play 3 at the back, and they don't have a centre back on the pitch, so they're going to have to withdraw somebody. So taking a bit of a look at this, it looks like a bit later in the game that I have absolutely no idea what's going on within the team we've got there. Cole suddenly disappeared. Oh, he's there. Yeah. Well, Cole comes off if there is an injury, so he's going to come off. Cole going to go 1 up front, unless Ginola is injured. He's not injured, he'll be left in that position. So go 1 up front, Cole will come off and be replaced by Jean-Alain Boumsong. They go in for 3 at the back there with Shearer up top. There we go. The game is on, and there is a goal. It is Jakob Glerup Nielsen who scores the goal. 1-1 straight after the red card. And we're heading in towards half time. Allenson looking like they're on the ascendancy. Laurent Robert's been booked. And of course the indiscipline of Tyneside has caused them a bit of a problem. The red card came because Jonathan Woodgate was last man, and the free kick was was it? Oh, a shot that was deflected off the wall. Superb. Anyway, a quick check. He says he's okay to 60. Are you sure? You've got Jacob Burns on 83% and injured. You've got Yakubu on 80% and injured. And you've got Yakobo 86% not injured, but lacking stamina. So just let me know if you are definitely okay to 60 on that. And Tyneside will be playing until 60 at this rate because their subs are set for 60 minutes. So we shall see, but I'll just give you a chance to just change your mind or to say you're absolutely fine with what you've got there. Keep them going. Up the Wayne Jacobs. There we are. Why is he not playing in this team? 55 minutes into this one, and it's coming close to substitutes time, and we will go to Allenson. There we are. Oh, we've got a 60th minute injury though to Kieran Dyer just before the subs were going to happen. We'll have a look at what Dan has got. I'm just trying to look because his substitutes that he makes on the thing here. Is it just a tactical change? Is it a substitute? I don't even know what it is. Diddy Hammond's set to come on if there is a stalemate, so we'll do that, but they are on 10 men. Yeah, I think he'll just come on and play with that Dyer role. There we go, and that will be their substitute, although we will play Shearer slightly off to the right here. Oh, slightly off to the right. And Ginola making that run that way is what's suggested for 60-minute changes. And also we'll do that run that Dan's got on his plans, but we'll keep a mixture of centre mid and defensive mid. So Alanson, we might as well do your subs now. 73% Yakubu, 74% Burns, 74%, but that's not what he's injured with. Or is it? I don't know. And let Ghetto also, let Ghetto also with a knee injury. There are definitely some substitutes that may be required here. 81% Del Piero on the bench as well, I noticed. I think he's missed training or something recently. So Alex Alves for Yakubu. And will we see Burns being replaced? Jacob, I assume that's Jacob Burns for Alessandro. There are a few Jacobs and Jakobs. And I think, is that it? Or do you want a third sub? Just let me know about that. And we'll push on with the rest of the game from here. We will find out. Burns. Alright, so who's... which Jacob did you want off for Aguinaga? It's... Jacobo for D'Alessandro. Right, okay. Right. Okay, so that was a predictive text thing that's corrected yourself, but I can sort that out. I've made the other subs, and Aguinaga is coming on for that, and so we've switched those two round. If Jacob Burns was to come off for Aguinaga, that's the order that they'll be playing there. Okay. And we'll carry on with the rest of this game. So Alex Alves has come through and had a chance. Alanson certainly still attacking, but then comes forward. It's Alan Shearer making it 2-1 to Tyneside. They're in front, a man down. They were equalised against, and then they've gone back up in front. 10 minutes to go, still leading the way. Will anything else happen in this one? Shearer's had a chance. It was a good save by Vyazovsky, and we shall see if anything else can happen at this point. Coming close the last couple of minutes. Going forward, Alex Alves brought down a chance, maybe that Ghetto. Shearer has beaten on there. And Borg has just missed. Alex Alves with a chance. Oh, and Aguinaga! The 90th minute, Alex Aguinaga scores. Superb. 2-2. What a result. He played half an hour and ended up with man of the match. What can you say? 13 shots to 15 close on attempts on target, and Aguinaga came on, played well, and they have equalised right at the end of the game. Well played to them. Well, there may be, Steve, there may be some stronger teams, but I think it might just be that in that starting line, if you combine the Alexes and the Jacobs together, you get a very, very strong side there, which is actually better than all the teams in our division according to the statistics. Anyway, 3 points for them off the bottom of the table, and we push into game 2. Hopefully you'll stick around, Big Noopy. Roundhay versus Dalgety Rangers. I haven't seen any managers there at the moment. I'm going to look and see who people are playing. Yeah, we'll go to this game. And hopefully if Jim's around, he'll join in. His team today, the 4-1-3-2, and Evening Fifey's on as well, so we've got a few people joining us tonight, and it's good to see only one manager from Division 1. So massive credit to Big Noob who've been here, but yeah, it's certainly the less supported division from the managers who are in here, although I do know that Jim's in quite often, and Big Kid's in as often as possible, and obviously some of the managers still need to submit teams, but round here back to a bit of strength with Nuno in the team today, which is better for them. They were beaten last time, and Lopetegui played well, but he's not as good as Nuno. Apart from Nuno will come out and go on headbutt Parma Violet Brewdog and have 3 more chili. They are quite nice. I mean, I got the I thought it smells nice, the Parma Violets. The taste is mild Parma Violets, but it's still, you can still tell it's there, and it is pretty nice. So enjoy that one. I might get a drink later on, but at the moment just on a bit of water to keep things going. But yeah, good result there. Doggetti, no team submitted again, so we'll go straight into the match from there. And we will get straight on with this one. Chances Shevchenko's put one just wide for Roundhay. 11 minutes in, nothing really going on at the moment. A chance Nuno's made a save, but Doggetti, you go in front from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Into the into the 20th minute, and it's still 1-0 to the away side, who are pushing up the table. 30 minutes in, still going. Elbert with a chance, a good save from Nuno, who's starting to pick up a little bit in this game. Nikiforenko misses a target. Aymar with a chance as well. What's the policy on not submitting? These some teams have not submitted for 3 games now, and I am going to give a final warning to a couple of teams, because I'm sure there are some managers who would like to come in and manage for the rest of the season, because yeah, it's 5 minutes a week to set up a team, and you don't have to do it last minute. You've got from this save will go on before tomorrow, leaving 5 or 6 days to get a team in. And yeah, it's important. Round here, 2 shots, none on target, and we are looking at a Round here side that just haven't really been pushing on too far. But Vieira doing a very, very good job there in his defensive midfield role. Some decent performances ish, but and there for Doggetti, the goal for Van Nistelrooy. Dan, good evening. You've missed your match, but you'll be pleased to know that you ended the game with an even number of players. It's yeah, please stick around and enjoy the rest of this match if you can. Round here, don't go for subs at half time, do they? I think Jim's very clear on what he wants from subs, so I will just check what he's got. 60 minutes. There we are. 60 minutes. Okay, Division 2 save there. I think it is. I think it is there, Steve. Just have a check. If it's not there, I'll put it on tonight. But I thought I'd put it on the other day. I'm not entirely sure though. So just bear with me. If it's not, it will go on tonight. Mike's entire week revolves around Swemp and Super League. Mike, you like watching Super League as well. Mike says the save is there. Superb. So for Jim, potential injuries or 6 or below. So we'll start off with potential injuries because that's the first criteria. Solskjaer, no. Inzaghi, no. Shevchenko, yes. So Shevchenko's going to be withdrawn, and Crespo can come on. Kuhl, no. These players are just getting very tired. Hollaback, no. And yeah, Luis Enrique, just to check him as well. And then 6s or below, we'll make one more change on there. There are a few, and Solskjaer, as he's playing in midfield, might be worth livening it up a little bit with Lee Bowyer coming on this side. Dan can't get the sound to work on his phone. Oh, just let Dan know that you finished with an even number of players. That'd be good for something there. So subs have been made for Jim in the chance to come back on this game, but Doggetti's still quite dominant at this part. 20 minutes to go. There's nobody really showing it. Oh, Harry Kuhl, nobody really showing any fight, and there we go. He scores immediately. Harry Kuhl with the equaliser. Big kick. Good evening. Aymar. We just have a quick look. Robin is the sub that would fit in most in that position, and there we are. Yep, good evening, Big Kid. Your team hasn't played yet, but they will be playing soon. It is just me tonight on the chat. I thought there was a flash of red there. It's I'm sure this is flashing red a little bit at the bottom. El Baird is who scored the goal to make it 2-1, and 2-1 it ended up to Dalgetty. Yeah, just a note there on if Aymar's missing next game, he won't be replaced in the starting lineup with any of the subs. He will be replaced in the starting lineup if the team isn't submitted. Be replaced by the player that's most appropriate, that's not on the bench. Okay. Round here, 1 shot on target and it went in. Dalgetty 7 out of 14. We'll take a look at the round here stats. Southgate played pretty well. Vieira was good. Kuehl with the goal. Duff with the assist. And Pochettino also played fairly well for them. And Okoronkwo was dominant in defence. Aymar looks like he'll be out for some time maybe. Elbear with a goal and an assist, a man of the match. And yeah, plenty to celebrate for their manager, who says he's busy at the moment. Fair play, but I mean, please let me know before I have to say the team's late. Okay, next game we got Steelhawks versus Loco Calaveras. Yeah, Jim, you just missed it. Close game, and good luck for next match. Definitely in there. Loco Calaveras and Steelhawks. So Los Hughes going for a team that I think he's changed almost the entire starting lineup on this one. Same formation, but a change of lineup. Going for I suppose he's got the ability to make those changes. Last game they did win 3-0. Emerson was man of the match, and there he is out of the starting lineup this game, out of the squad for them. And for Steelhawks, they've got 2 suspensions at the back there, 3 yellow cards for both. Well, 2 of the 3 centre-backs. Kaladza played with them last game, and he's now playing alongside Southgate and Thuram. Jafar and Beckham out wide. Steve, I think you're on sub-duty again, and it was your tactical switch, or at least your player switch last game, that has convinced David to go with this formation again. I will just check that Gary Neville isn't supposed to be playing, because I think I'd have him in my team, but obviously it's not my team, it's David's team. I will just check that is actually correct. Let's see. Yeah, that's correct. He's not in. Okay, so we go into this one, and I'll kick the game off and get a quick drink. It's only just down the side, but I won't be talking for the very first few seconds. Yeah, it's time to put the kettle on. I'm just going to have a drink of water. I still don't think I understand the hashtag, or at least the statement, but whatever, it works for his team. So, 20 minutes in, it's been a flash or two of a chance, but nothing absolutely tremendous so far. Chances Costanzo making some saves early on. Denelson coming close to scoring for Calaveras, but Simeone's yellow card is the first bit of major action in this match. We're coming up towards half time. Chance there, Barson with one, Beckham getting involved, a chance, and Kaladza nearly scoring, but not quite going in. More with a chance as well. This is definitely much more Steelhawks in this last few minutes. They've certainly come into it. And at half time, will we get a goal just before it? We do, and Denelson scores for Loco Calaveras, making it 1-0. Ronaldinho has hit the bar. Whoa, what an end to that half. Plenty of chances, and it looks like the 2 Calaveras ones came right at the end of the half. Steelhawks were stronger throughout most of that. We'll have a look at Steelhawks first, because I know that Calaveras are not making any changes at this point. And Steve, while the kettle is on, will you be making any changes for David's team? He's got Scholes on a potential injury there. He's got Beckham on an injury at the same time, and Barsom on an injury. So that's 3 midfielders that are all lacking at this point. Loco do have an excellent squad, you're absolutely right. It's the South American sort of dream team that's going on there. They should be contenders, and hopefully for Loz's sake this season, they could score more goals than the old team, the 76ers, could do last season, unless they played against teams outside the league. So we're just waiting for Steve if he wants to make any changes there. if you get any sort of weird interference from stuff at that point. I just realised I was wrapping the wire around my hand on there, and it's probably making a bit of a messy sound. Good evening, Alf. I was trying to just recount at the beginning the very large amount of entertainment that you provided last week, certainly around the Nan chat. It was absolutely tremendous. Hope you're well today, Alf. So we've got Joe Cole Scholes. He sounds good. Oh, right clicking again. Joe Cole for Scholes. And Ishizaki to come on for Barsom. Is this Stefan Ishizaki's first appearance for the team? It is, and it's nice to see him playing. He was always in the early days of 0102, back 20 years ago now, of course. It's he was a player I used to like to sign. I also like to sign Barsom, so it's good to see both of them involved. Anyway, second half is underway, and this is coming close here. We've got Steelhawks again starting well in each half so far. We're going to go over to the substitutes for Steelhawks first. Again, Riquelme coming close, and a chance there down the other end. Jardel again, and a goal from Riquelme, smashing it in off the underside of the bar. Oh, updated security software. Oh well, at least you're back, Alpha. At least you're here, and I hope everything's sorted on your computer now. Yeah, was it a hard drive check or was it, what was the security issue there? I don't know if you care, to be honest. Anyway, so Jaffa on 77 and Beckham on 80. What have we got here sub-wise for those Steelhawks, with Steve managing them tonight? Yeah, I'll just flip over to the other side while we just have a quick look at that, and I'll get the subs up for Loz and his I almost call them 76ers there. What have we got here? We have got sub-wise Ronaldo for Jardel if he's not scored, and he hasn't scored, so that will happen. And Veron for Riquelme. I will check and see if there's any absolutely desperate substitutes that need making. You know, everyone's doing sort of similar percentages. So Veron for Riquelme and Estevez for Aymar. It's Tevez for Aymar. No striker on bench. Yeah, because Scholes was up front to start last game, wasn't he? I suppose that might be why. Dyer for Beckham is happening here. Dyer for Beckham. So the changes there. Yeah, absolutely right, Big Nippy. Absolutely right. So we've got half an hour to go. Calavera's looking extremely strong tonight to be disposing of a decent Steelhawks side. Will it continue? Will there be a bigger lead? I don't know. There's certainly plenty of action. And Denelson, there he is, smashing in a second goal from range. What a great game he's having today. And then Steelhawks don't look like a team that won't score a goal in a game, but they're certainly being outdone at this point. Kaladza takes a yellow card, and then a late chance as they come forward. Maybe, yeah, they do have a chance, but good save there for Costanzo in the end of the match. 3-0. Steve sent his team in for Monday night already. Tremendous. Good to see that. I am certainly aiming to give Division 1 a better run out next week, because I haven't got any graphics on tonight, of course. It's just been absolutely manic. I want to make sure they've got a better set of stuff next week for those managers who are on here and putting things in. An AVG security update, wiping out all of your passwords. Yes, yeah, it will do that sort of thing sometimes, won't they? Yes, just look at the game there. Anyway, Steelhawks and Loco Calaveras quite close in their attacking prowess. Kaladza getting man of the match despite being on a team that's been beaten 3-0 is quite some effort. Look at the key tackles. The headers won. Very well played. 5 interceptions. He had a solid match. But evening Greasy. Good to see you're on here as well. But Loco Calaveras, 3-0 winners. And Denilson looking very strong. Sebastian Mendes, that is a great performance from him. And Yep, 7 interceptions from Walter Samwell. That's why he put in 2 tackles, because he intercepted so many times. Great performance from Calaveras and Steelhawks. Time to, I don't know, go back to the drawing board for next game. We've got North Trafford versus Faliraki, game 4 tonight. And last time out, Faliraki were beaten by Dalgety Rangers. This time round, they go for a 4-1-3-2. Seeing Paul Gascoigne starting yet again, the 6th time this season he's starting. And he's right there in the middle of a midfield involving Steve McManaman and Nick Barmby. What position does Kettle play? Is it Trevor? Trevor Kettle's a referee, isn't he? I know he's refereed the odd York City match, I think. Trevor Kettle, what a superb name. So the Faliraki 96ers performing below what I imagined this season, it's got to be said, and a team performing above what they usually were probably expected to do. North Trafford, who last game got a great draw with Trumpton, playing very well. The team sees a few changes today. We've got Torre Andre Flo up front with John Carew, Hosek, Muckland and Berg in midfield. A debut for Vegard Hegem. It's going to be looking good for them today. It's going to be a close game, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this one. Hegem in the number 23 shirt, Henning Olsen refereeing a Faliraki in their away kit today. Let's see what this match brings. Hopefully some entertainment, like the other games have been alright so far. Coming forward immediately, it was North Trafford, but Faliraki are certainly trying to get back into this. This is an absolute colour fest. It's superb. It's very, very clear who's doing what, and I think maybe when Big Kid's going 2-1 to North, Paul Gascoigne scores the opening goal for Faliraki. Maybe when Fifey was picking the Flamingos colours, maybe it would have been better this way round. I don't know. It's this is looking good here, isn't it, for Faliraki? They're holding their opponents out, and David Seaman's playing well so far, the current man of the match as it stands. Will we get a second goal before half time? Anything can happen, of course. And the last couple of minutes is sort of like just sort of end to end without doing anything specific. Half time it is 1-0 as it stands, and both teams very, very even. 5 shots, 4 on target for both. For Trafford, we go to Dadji's very, very clear instructions. He's always been superbly efficient on this, and we just have a quick look at what he said for today. He says under 85% at half time. Under 85% means that we lose Hegem on his debut, the only one that's going to come off there, and Bergdolmo, I assume, is going to be the right-sided substitute. He is indeed. So he comes on as that one change. It's pretty much the Watford kit, isn't it? Indeed, it's good to see that one in action. And for Faliraki, no subs at half time is what he specifically said in their things. Paul Gascoigne is tired, but that's what we come to expect, isn't it? He has put his foot in a little bit, and David Batty's been doing a lot of the donkey work, so good to see Faliraki doing well. Trafford, just a decent move away from getting back into this game. You get the feeling on with this second half, and it's certainly a lot more Trafford in the first couple of minutes of the half, but that's what started the first half off as well. And we go in towards the subs with a chance maybe. Their subs are on the way, and Robbie Fowler is making it 2-0 just before them. On 62 minutes now we see the subs. And we go back to the instructions of Trafford. So bring on Solskjaer to score the winning goal. So I assume that will be Flo coming off. Yes, he's got an injury. And sub under 85%, so we will make the 2 extra change. We can't make 2 changes, we're going to make 1. So we sub Eric Muckland, and that would be Lunda Arsheim has been playing in the middle of midfield, hasn't he? So he'll be coming on into that position. And for Falaraki, for their subs, we know that there were no half-time instructions, but there are very clearly some instructions for this point. Redknapp for Gascoigne, and then anything else for Graham Symington to manage the subs accordingly for injuries. So we'll have a look. Is Tony Adams injured? Yes. Is Steve McManaman injured? Yes. Now the Tony Adams one, I mean, it's not right to take him off. He's playing alright. We will make just the one substitute to do that. So managing it accordingly, it would be that only one sub would be needed. Darren Anderton comes on because he'll need a sub later on in this match anyway. So 2-0 it is with Robbie Fowler scoring that goal. Then every time, John Carew, I was going to say every time Falaraki come forward they look like scoring, and John Carew it is that's pulled one back at the other end. Tony Adams is now being booked for Falaraki. Solskjaer, it's Oyan Berg for 2-2, and is Solskjaer going to be scoring the winning goal? Because that was predicted by Dudgy when the team went 2-0 down in a message before the game. Mr. Aston Square, you have not missed your game yet. Do not worry. Good to see you on stream tonight. 2-2, great draw for Trafford. Alan Shearer takes man of the match. Mura playing well, and the shooting, well, that's a good match there at the end. Henningberg, lots of tackles. Ronnie Johnson, lots of successful tackles, and Carew. Solskjaer, impact-wise, very little actually for that one. Viewers are certainly increasing tonight. Thank you very much for coming to watch the stream. Davey Batty continues to do what he was going to do. Alan Shearer was man of the match with a goal. No goals. 3 shots on target and an assist for him today. Adams extremely successful with the challenges, and it was certainly right to leave him on rather than making a third sub in case anything did go wrong. 2 more viewers join us, and as I say, thanks for joining. So superb. You can all load as many different devices as you want and watch it lots of times at the same time. It'll be great. Old Age Ballers versus Trumpton. Big Kid is in the chat, so that's good to see. He's here for his match. Old Age Ballers, they won 4-1 last time. Make one change to their lineup. This sees Romario brought in for Alf again for Esteban's. In my will, I've left my little black book of 1970s girlfriends to Haggis. Not Ian, but Haggis. Oh, yes. I'm really looking forward to that. Yes. Josh is here. Tremendous. Been watching at the start. We're on mute. What you need to do is you need to get one earphone in. Get one earphone in and just enjoy that way. That's how it needs to be done. You need to keep yourself sane somehow. Good evening, Josh. Great to have you on. So both managers are actually here for this one. Josh, you can make your subs at the right time. But can someone tell Josh? Can someone just type it in that he can choose his subs at half time? And Trumpton. So for today, we see that Zinedine Zidane seems to be involved in some kind of central role, which is rare for him, and he's going to be running all that way up from the halfway line. I think, Big Kid, that I'm right in putting Petkov at left wing back. I know when you do your setups, absolutely spot on, and it did draw him around here, but you have got him now there, and I think that's right. So let's sort that out. But it looks a good team. I'm obviously a fan of Petkov myself. Klomper and Gladzer and Seedorf at right back, of course. Seedorf is a very interesting character on here. He played well last game. Did very well when he went backwards, and he wasn't playing up front. He did play much better further back last game. And Ray Parlour, of course, part of that team for driving them towards some success. It's not been a good season for him, to be honest, actually, it must be said. But he's usually much better. Looks like we have to offer a couple of contracts out at this point. So Petkov and Sotil. There we are, a couple of 900 quid a week. There he goes. Which would be a pay rise of £75. Lovely. And Zidane's got Trumpton in their away kit in this one. You don't see that very often. It's a very almost a pastel-y kind of match, and we'll see how they get on this one. Oh, wrong view. There we are. So the first few minutes from the Avengers compound has been quiet. Penza with the first chance for Trumpton, and really this could go either way with the form of the OABs, but also the fact that Trumpton are very, very difficult to beat. So yes, it's going to be a close one. You'd think Big Kid is I think he's going for the OABs, but that'll be predictive text or something. Either way, it's been a quiet first half, hasn't it? Which real club plays in purple and black? Good questions. Purple and black. I know lots of purple teams. Is it like Sturm Graz or no? They played up or Rapid Vienna or whatever. I don't think they're playing purple and black. I think it's a good question. Unless it's a Real club, and we're missing out on one of those. I know lots of purple and whites, or one shot in the first half on target, and that was from Batistuta. Josh, I think you might be looking at a sub. Are you sure? You got Romario on 74%, but fair enough. Valladolid, I thought Valladolid played in purple and white stripes. I think so. I think they play in purple and white stripes. Toulouse are purple and white. Fiorentina, purple and white. One of those Austrian teams, like Rapid Vienna, not Rapid Vienna, one of those anyway, purple and white. Trumpton, there we are. Toulouse, purple and white. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a team in America, something like that? I don't know. Maybe I was just asking the question that is. I'm just wondering. He'll know an answer. Just looking for Trumpton. Will be telling the time for them, but you can see that Heinrich has been playing fairly well for them, and Kaladza being successful with his tackles. See where Zidane ends up in the second half. 78%. Will he end up off the pitch? We'll check and just see what sort of injury it is for him. Actually, let's do that. Head injury. Ooh. Parler off. Puntas on. Parler's season has not been going particularly well. We'll just see if there is going to be a change of Zidane at this point with that head injury. Oh, nice bit of water. Will we have a change? I'm just intrigued by this purple and black team. I know there is one somewhere, I just can't think who it is. Purple and black, Zidane and Beckham. Beckham going to go into that position there. I'll just give a few seconds just in case it's then swap Puntas and Beckham. I thought there might be a tactical change there, to be honest. Then swap and the please gives the end there. And Tato is here. Tato, I'll set the question of which real life team plays in purple and black. It's not even Harchester United, is it? So the second half is because Harchester were white, and also I never watched Dream Team. Must be said, I never watched Dream Team, even though it was about football. I just wasn't interested in pretend football, which clearly I'm not interested in pretend football anymore, am I? Sat here doing this. Lizarazu scores the opening goal. So, with Lizarazu scoring that opening goal, we shall see whether the 63% of Romario now with his shin injury is worth coming off, or the 73% of Luis Enrique's foot injury, and Cafu at 77 with a shin injury. There are some things that need potentially doing here. Simeone isn't injured. There are 3 clear injuries in this team at this point. Go back to ratings for you. Doing alright. So, yeah, Romario to come off for everything, everywhere. Here he is. That didn't last long, that name, did it, before they just got rid of the actual full name on it. Will there be a second change, or is that it, Josh? It's up to you. While you're contemplating your other changes, We'll go over to Trumpton, who've dropped to a few fives here, and we'll check them out on here. Fives for Seedorf, Penza and Zanoni. We will be doing Luis Enrique off for Paul Ince as well, coming up soon. Kaladza 82 with an injury. Heinrich at 82, not injured. Klomper, an injury at 83. Penza, not injured. And Zanoni, not injured. So there are a few injuries there. Go back to the ratings for Trumpton and we'll make those changes for Josh just now. So over here we've got Enrique off. I assume it's not Enrique Esperanza as soon as he comes on, coming off, but we'll bring up Paul Ince, and he's going to move to centre mid. There we are. Okay, if you want an arrow putting on, just let me know. But that's where he is at the moment. Seedorf off for Schallstrom. That's the wrong team. The third change here, Seedorf off for Schallstrom. It's not worked out for Seedorf. We're going to see someone else like Beckham going to right back, or just a weird experiment with Schallstrom, which could then swap him with Zanoni. There we are. Liverpool did have a really weird purple, black and white one with like a goldy, yellowy badge. You're not wrong. It was horrendous. Absolutely awful. You know, if Liverpool are going to have an away kit, it's got to be grey and red, because that is good. That's a good kit. And put a massive arrow up to attacking right mid. Let's have a look at that. And that will be Zanoni with an arrow, massive arrow there. Brilliant. Last half hour of this game. OAB still edging this one. Paul Ince has gone and done well. Estebaranz as well. Up to sevens without doing anything. This game has been absolutely quiet as anything. And then going forward, a late chance. Maybe Trumpton coming forward a bit. And then down the other end, Paul Ince with a chance. Desai doing a decent job there. Lizarazu going for a second goal. Don't know where he's been popping up from here. Someone else had picked up a minor injury towards the end of the game. And full time 1-0 Hans-Jörg, but keeping his team in the game. But unfortunately no shots on target for Trumpton. This game was the cause of their downfall. Looking at that, Simeone jumping for anything but winning very little, but tackling well. Jurgen Kohler again, fairly decent job. Maldini, and it's got to be said, Esteban's is something. I don't know what he's done necessarily to earn such a high rating. 5 dribbles in the last half hour for him. And for Trumpton, Kaladza again, another game today where he's putting lots of tackles. Heinrich doing pretty well. And if we look at the performance overall, though, Zanoni, Seedorf, Penza all 5s and a whole host of 6s. So OABs march on after that victory. And we go to Team GB and Asna's Ajax. And both managers have been in and around the chat, so let's see what we can have for this game. Alf, last game, a 2-1 win over Roundhay was a good performance. Of course, we're seeing some good news from them. And in the team today, Paul Scholes moves back a bit. We've got Giggs and Dyer out wide. Barry Ferguson partners Gerrard this game instead of Neil Lennon being in the team. And a change on the bench with Roy Carroll getting in back again. Alcy's not optimistic. He played 12 games against Asna and lost them all. So we shall see. Team GB have done fairly well recently. But Asna unchanged for tonight, and the unchanged team is a team that have been doing very, very well recently. Cano and Cliver, as we look at them this season, we have got Cano 3 goals in 5 appearances, and Cliver with 4 in 5 appearances, 12 games. Yeah, it's good. I mean, you know, it is. I do like allowing the save out on this. I think it's it's nice people can try whatever they want to do against these teams, very bespoke teams. But this is what makes this league different from Super League, where that save kind of needs to be sacrosanct. This is, you seek whatever advantage you like without any player instructions and narrow formations or two at the back, so just something a bit different, isn't it? We're going to this one and hoping for Team GB in I think that's their Welsh themed kit that there is there. That might even be, I think that is the away kit, the Welsh themed away kit. We've got their very Portuguese that we have as well. This is going to be an intriguing one, and we'll kick off now. So it's definitely Team GB. We're going forward a little bit first up. There is a red card for Patrick Cliver, and that dream is over straight away. I will just say here to you all, one of my friends has messaged and said the Little Beer Festival is on at the moment, and there is a 10% Imperial Stout for £2.49. Well, I know where I'm going after work tomorrow. Arsenal played in a purple and black away kit about 10 years ago, Big Kid suggests there. Shove Cano centrally. It's not moving. We'll have to just drag him. There we are, good. Wales and Northern Ireland kit put together. That's it, indeed. Yes, with your Neil Lennon in there. Whew. Well, anyway, so Cliver's red card. We'll have a look at half time as to what he'd done specifically to get such an early one. But it's 1-0. Andy van der Meijden has scored the opening goal. Yes, Lidl is tomorrow indeed. Although when they had it they had the Aldi Beer Festival in Scotland, then it didn't happen in England. So I wonder if it's going to happen everywhere in Lidl at the same time. Their pretend old move's quite nice, and their Woodgate is a decent type of the vintage cider. That's like the Thatcher's one is. So the Weston's one is very good. It's half-time 1-0, and we can see some clear domination from them on the ratings, but not on anything else really. It's been very close. We go to Asner first, and everybody is in the 90% still. It's just a bit of a walk in the park, isn't it? And for Team GB, well, if you just look there, we'll see what Clivert's red card was for as well. We'll do that in a second. Team GB, that injury there, potential injury, 89% isn't too bad. And the red card was a shove on Neville. So, not all. Duggan is on the chat here indeed. Get Elise out for Melchiot. It is being done. We'll see if Alf wants to make any changes over his way at this point. The defence for Asner are holding out here, and then the attack for Team GB doing a reasonable job. I just wanted to know if either manager wants to make any other changes, or any first changes, of course. Unchanged for Alf, and I assume that might be where we have just asked one change at half time. It's been quite a gap between the two, so we'll push on to the next part. We will go to Team GB first on the subs next time round, and there it is. The subs are coming up. Will there be a goal just before it? It's a free kick lined up, and we go back to Alf with, Ferguson. Is he dropping down a bit? A knee injury potentially. So there are now 2 potential injuries, and the ratings wise, they're just 6s for Neville and Southgate, other than the goalkeeper. 7s all round for the rest. And for Asner, we'll do it over here. We've got 9s now appearing in defence, and Mark Overmars, of course. Well, he's been playing well this season. Then, we've got no real injury worries at all there. So the rating of Canu is a bit lower. He's not as happy without his strike partner, Big Kid, 5 a.m. malarkey. Yeah, well, good luck to you. Have a good sleep, and we'll see you again soon. Zlatan for Cliver. I've just got a notification of malware bites, lovely. Kalilov and Ibrahimovic on. Any changes for Alf? We shall see. That's it for me. See, Mr. Square doing a great job there for us with quick subs, but Alf's lost all his passwords, so all his sub plans might be hidden behind one of his passwords. Ooh, can feel the throat going a little bit, but we're nearly not far off the end here. Cole for gigs. Are we on game 6 already? I can't quite remember about that. Cole for gigs. There might be another change, so I'll just hold on for a little bit. Just let me know if there's no more changes. Just put done or something like that. Quick check of the match stats. Might as well do while we wait. Team GB just going a little bit up there. Percentage wise, well, let's just set the second half so far. Arsenal are just getting a little bit more into this. No more. Lovely. Last half hour. Well, Ibrahimovic has come close to scoring. Trying to make it 2-0, but at the moment it's looking at Mark Overmars as a candidate for man of the match. He keeps flicking between 8s and 9s. Kivu now doing the same. A chance and just over the bar then. We have a chance, and Alan Smith has scored, and Kieran Dyer with the assist. It is 1-1 down the other end, and Edgar Davids just a few minutes later making it 2-1. Sprung into life in these last few minutes. A chance for a fourth goal maybe just before the end, and Yakubu it was who's just missed. And it looks like it's going to be 2-1 to Arsenal. I speak too soon, do I? Oh, so close. So close. 2-1 to Arsenal. Nigel Martin not having the best of games. And man of the match went to Kieran Dyer on the opponents. Their Team GB. Well, it's got to be said that Arsenal were wasteful with chances in terms of overall efforts there, but victorious with the success of the shots that hit the target. Overmars with an assist, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic with the other assist. So he came on and did a decent job there. Didn't put a shot on target though. And we have a look over to the opponents as we see Kivu's great defensive performance there. Sol Campbell, plenty of tackles. Dyer with actually just some dribbling as well. Only 2, an interception, 2 dribbles and 3 offsides from him. Van der Sar did save you that time. This Van der Sar seems kind of alright. It's not that often you get a good Van der Sar. And we go to Imaginary Madrid versus Real, the Madrid derby. And so Real, a team in today. So Viduka wants to be transfer listed. Hupia wants a new contract. We'll just offer that one quickly. And Bischan in the same position there as well. Alf, you haven't answered the question of actually who does have the purple and black kit. I'm just trying to think who it is. Is it like someone in Brazil, or just can't think. Purple Sanga or someone like that, I don't know. Anyway, so the team today features Alan Masoudi getting a first performance for the team there. I did check it was Masoudi and not Masoudi Akakanga. It is Masoudi. They are the same person, I believe, anyway. And so they have gone with Sammy Hupia in the team there, as I can hear some lovely sirens not too far away. In Madrid, no team submitted, so Jordi Cruyff is out, and Saha is the closest replacement that was outside of the subs bench. The very strange team going on, and he takes the number 11 shirt for today. Håkan Bondal refereeing, and we kick off from the Theatre of Daydreams. So chances at a premium so far. We had one from Harry Kuehl, but disallowed chance there. So he is there. Yeah, Overmars on the assist. He is doing very well, isn't he? Mr. Square doing a great job there so far this season. I've never been totally convinced by him other than in the ridiculous position game that I had. Really are under a little bit of pressure at the moment from Imaginary Madrid, but then have taken the ball right down the other end of the pitch and nearly scored themselves. Giggs had a chance of Viduka. It is. He wants to be transfer listed, but he also wants to hit the back of the net and does. 1-0 to Real E, playing in the same division as disallowed goal there. Same division as Madrid for the first time this season. Well, obviously last season they were a division apart. And a chance there. They're coming in just before half time. Imagine Madrid 1 shot on target, really 3. A quick check on Imagine Madrid. Matchday putting in lots of challenges. And for really, they don't make subs till this point, and I do know there are 2 subs planned for 60 minutes, which will involve Kuehl and Hasselbank being switched off the pitch in favour of other people. So straight on with the second half, and Matchday it is who's going off, and seeing as nobody can play sweeper, just John Terry steps in and will play there. Chance, and again really coming close to scoring. Kuehl it was who's having another chance, and we're going towards the subs. Will they make it 2-0 Hasselbank? Oh, close. Here come the subs, and they are. Kuehl is coming off for Adolfo and Van Nistelrooy for Hasselbank. And are there any other severe injuries we need to worry about? Nope, nothing major there. Purple and black is Spurs' 3rd baby kit. Oh, nice. I don't know what baby kit is. Kit for babies? Or is it meant to be away? I don't know. Anyway, so we got 20 minutes to go, really. Still winning this one. I don't know, there's not a lot to commentate on this one. It seems to just go backwards and forwards. Yellow card coming in for Hupia at that point. Going to the last 5 minutes or so. Matchday played well as that sweeper. John Terry's doing reasonably well in it, but he will, if the team isn't picked next game, he will not be able to come into that lineup because he's on the bench. It's going to be someone who is not on the bench that will step in for Matchday if he's injured. Veron, man of the match, pretty dominant in terms of shots. Didn't get a lot on target. It is just genuinely a kit for babies. It's weird how you make a 3rd kit for babies, but not for adults. Anyway, yeah. So Smerteen, lots of attempts at tackles. It didn't quite pay off for him, and you can see that really, Veron, he won plenty of headers. He did quite a few things during the game, and they were victorious. And there you see, we have got a purple and black kit. Looks like a painter's radio. Well, one team scored 3 teams scored none, and then all 1s and 2s apart from that. And if we look at how that's affected the league table, Dalgety Rangers are 4 points clear at this point. Loco Calaveras and Arsenal's Ajax are the teams that are chasing close by, so they both won today. Did they? Yes, they did. North Trafford 4th place, but with another good result. Trumpton and Steelhawks starting the day in the top 4, and have both dropped out. OABs and Real E 7th and 8th. Team GB dropping down. Roundhay struggling a little bit at the moment. High side, Imaginary Madrid with Falaraki and Allenson still the bottom 2, but another game where they haven't lost. Imaginary Madrid and Roundhay become the first 2 teams to lose 4 games this season. Goals being scored by, well, everybody scored at least a goal a game.
only Trumpton have conceded less than a goal a game. Trafford on exactly one. Was there a team of the week? It's midweek, so I doubt it. No, there's nothing. When are the next fixtures being played? That's the Saturday, so in 4 days' time on here. But of course, it'll be next Thursday night. Allenson Steelhawks, you'd back an away win probably. Dalgety Rangers and Aston Ajax. Yeah, it's going to be a close one, that one. Falaraki OABs, could I think a draw. Calaveras to smash it, Madrid Madrid probably, especially if Mexay's not playing. Roundhay North Trafford, it's close to call that one. Team GB really, I think Team GB might edge that one. And Tyneside Trumpton, depends what sort of Tyneside turns up. Otherwise Trumpton will get a win. So quick look at the stats here. Van Nistelrooy and Nikiforenko have both dropped below 9s now, but they're still leading the way. With Cafu, Overmars and Andy van der Meijden, with quite a few other people on 8s. Goals wise, Nikiforenko 3 clear of Kluivert, Solskjaer, Emerson, Shearer and Van Nistelrooy all on 4. Goalkeepers being the least successful there, Carlo Cudicini and Shaka Hislop. Hislop did not play today. In the assists, Van Nistelrooy has 6 with Overmars on 4. Yellow cards, 3 for a fair number of players now, so suspensions will have started or been completed for those, and red cards, 9, including Michael Owen. Patrick Kluivert, Kluivert was sent off during today's games, wasn't he? I don't think I saw what Kluivert was sent off for. Did I check? Did I check what it was for? I can't remember. He was sent off for a shove. Yes, I did check, of course. And just because I like to look at numbers, gigs. Ugh, wish I looked. All Team GB's keepers have the lowest average ratings in the league. Well, have they? We'll see. So the average rating of goalkeepers. Team GB, Nigel Martin 13th and Douglas 15th. You're not far off in terms of your words there, indeed. Van der Sar and Mura doing a great job. Thank you very much, Mr. Nupasaurus. Yeah, quick one tonight. As I said, it did have to be quick because I've got a big a big day tomorrow at work, so I thought I'd better get these running off fairly quickly. But thanks to everyone, and again a reminder of the fixtures for next time. The save will come on tomorrow night or early Saturday morning. It'll always be there by that sort of time each time for you. And hopefully next week we'll have a co-commentator with me and do that. 2 5s make a 10 for goalkeepers, 2 at once. Anyway, thank you very much and good night.